Hi everyone, we're doing a quick algebra review on linear equations. We're going to graph a line, find the slope and y-intercept of this equation, and write the equation of a line given 2 points. I'm going to graph all of these. So the first one, let's get started on. We have 2y equals negative 3x plus 1. So what I'm going to do is first write it in slope-intercept form. And that means I'm going to divide everything by 2, each term by 2. So you have y equals negative, that cancels, negative 3 over 2x plus 2. So this is slope-intercept form. This is your slope. And your y-intercept is your b, which is 2. So what we're going to do is go ahead and draw it. I start with my y-intercept. That means when x is 0, so if I plug a 0 in here, I get 2. So your y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. The slope is negative 2/3. So basically, its slope is rise over run. Which is basically your y over x, or your vertical over your horizontal. So what I can do is I can go rise, it's negative 3, so I can go down, 1, 2, 3, and then to the right, since it's positive, by 2. Or you could do it this way, you could write 3 over negative 2, so you could go up 3, vertical, and to the left 2, because it's negative. And there's your line, and we'll try to draw it straight. There's your line, and you can see the slope by going like this, or you could go down like this. And of course your y-intercept again is where it crosses the y-axis here. Okay, so you just have to write in slope-intercept form. Okay, the next one we're going to have is find the slope-intercept form. This is given standard form. This is ax plus by equals c. So to write in slope-intercept form, I have to write it as y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to move my 3x over, so I have 3x plus 5y equals 6. I subtract 3x from both sides. And so I'm going to write 5y, because this cancels, that equals 0, equals, and I'm going to go ahead and put the 3x first, negative 3x. And we still had the plus 6. Then I'm going to divide, just like we did in the other problem, each term by 5. So we get y equals negative 3/5 x plus 6 over 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So I'm going to graph this again. I'm going to go to my y-intercept, which is negative 6/5. That's about, if you divide this out, that's 1 and a fifth. So I'm just going to go up a little bit right here. There's your y-intercept. We're just going to estimate it. Now, again, here's your slope. Right here is your slope. So we're going to go down 3 to the right 5. Or we could say this is 3 over negative 5. Go up 3 to the left 5. I got all this writing. And then you connect the dots here, the points. It's supposed to be straight. This is a negative slope, so it's decreasing. It's like an airplane landing. Here's your y-intercept, which is 0, 6/5. And you can look at the slope as rise over run. Rise over run. Okay, and the last problem is find the equation of this line. So basically I have to find the slope. The slope is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So I'll just call this one y2, wait, what am I doing? So this is going to be x2, y2, and this one's going to be x1, y1. Therefore, this is 0.1, 0.2. And you just plug it in the formula here. So y2 is 8 minus, and y1 is negative 5. And then our x2 is 6 minus 5. So that gives us two negatives here make a positive. So you get 13 over 1. And that's your slope. I don't have room for the slope on this, but we have to write the equation. So we have y equals 13x, and we don't have our b. So you just plug in one of these points. So I'm going to plug in 0.2. Doesn't matter, you can plug in any one. Your y is negative 5, and your x is 5. And solve for b. So 13 times 5 is 65. And subtract the 65, you get negative 70 equals b. So our equation is y equals 13x. What I'm doing is I'm plugging this b back into here, minus 70. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.